Hey, Fearless family, Pastor Aaron here today with your Fearless Word of the Day, coming at us out of the book of Genesis. And this passage is actually queuing us up for our topic for next week's teaching about valuing life. And this is what it says in Genesis chapter 9, verses 5 and 6. And for your lifeblood, I will surely demand an accounting. I will demand an accounting from every animal and from each human being too. I will demand an accounting for the life of another human being. Whoever sheds human blood, by humans shall their blood be shed. For in the image of God has God made mankind. You see, in Genesis, God is just getting to know the nation of Israel, and he's starting to reveal pieces of who he is to them. He wants them to get to know his character, his motives, his values. And one of his very important values is life. He is a God of life and of thriving life. And he created all things, we believe. And because of that, he has in his heart a compassion for life. And he wants the Israelites in Genesis, and he wants us as his followers and children to share that compassion. And so he has put rules into the Bible and into our way of life, rules that protect our relationship with him, and rules that protect our relationship with all of nature and with one another. He wants us to be people who are compassionate and value life, even animal life, it says in here, right? When I was a young boy growing up, I remember I was playing outside with friends one summer, all the kids from our rural neighborhood, and we were out in the swamps with our BB guns, and some of the neighbor kids started popping off frogs. And something inside of me twisted, because I had been taught that we value and respect life, and that we only take animal life if it's for utility, right? For meat or something like that. And so our neighbor boys were having a really good time just killing these frogs. And I feel like there was this part of who I was that my parents and that my faith had developed that broke inside. And I think that was healthy. And I think my parents' influence on me and even my faith built that into me, that I valued life. And God wants us to be a people who value life, all life. There are seasons of focus on different types of life that we need to bring awareness to and support. But our God is a God who says, I will have an accounting. There will be justice. Not only do I value life, but every blood that is shed, there will be an accounting for that. You see, before he becomes known as a God of mercy in the New Testament and later in the Old Testament, he has to tell his people, I'm a God of justice. I will demand an accounting. I value life so much that I put boundaries around what you can do with animals and with one another, and I put consequences in place. And those who do not value life will find my wrath. And so by reading this, we see that God takes life seriously. He wants us to take life seriously. As we move into a new week, that's what we're going to be talking about through our Thrive study. All the devotions in there are pointing us toward God's heart for life and valuing life. And that is so important because we are made in his image, right? We talked last summer about how, you're not supposed to make any graven images or any idols or any representations of Yahweh or any statues, because he has already given us a representation of himself, one another. We are made in the image of God, and because of that, our lives are valuable. We're his children, and he wants us to take protecting and caring for one another seriously. So my prayer for you this week, as we explore this heart of God, as we learn this value of being for life, that he would just move in your heart in new ways and open your eyes to who he truly is. God bless.